What's up? What's up? What's up? It's the MKP. It's the Dot. It's the MKP. My game in the building. It's the MKP. We got a Lee in the building. Mr. Make It Happen. It's the MKP.
Hey y'all.
It's the MKP. All day long.
Hey y'all.
It's the MKP.
Hey y'all.
It's the MKP. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to episode You So Nasty, aka 69. Oh man, Shoo,
I like
Whop,
how you did that.
why Diddy? That's the deal. You know what I'm saying? All right, with your host, aka Hayes Adonis. This is Lofton in the building. Then I got my man Rajim in the building.
Yes, sir, Mr. Make It Happen. Let's go.
And down
Turn up.
below, back from international corresponding, local corresponding, all type of corresponding, drink corresponding. If you want to correspond, you better correspond with her.
Corresponding in them things.
You know what I'm saying? We got a Lee in the building.
Hey y'all.
Let's go.
Hey,
Let's go.
We all back together. We form like Voltron. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we back for the very 69th time. Let's go. Yes.
We up in here. You know what I mean? So, we got to start off the show as always. How was everyone's week? Rajin, talk to me.
Well, man, hey. I had a weird week, man. I accidentally bought a house, all kind of shit. It was an accident. I did some shit. Then on top of that, the house I'm living in, the kitchen pipes backed up, so my kitchen flooded. So I dealt with that a couple of days. It was just one of them weeks, bro.
It seemed like about the right time to buy a house.
Yeah, exactly. It's not about the right time to buy. I'm now currently $1 million in debt, but it is what it is. It happens. You know what I'm saying? I just
Heart palpitations.
Only said by one person on this podcast.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying, I got bills. I feel like Beyonce them saying, "Can you pay my bills?" I got debt. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I got to build a legacy for my kids, even though they don't care. They don't come over anyway. Huh? They don't come over anyway.
You say they don't come to see you anyway. Hey, but everybody, take time, pray for Rajin.
Yeah.
My man needs some blessings, man.
Yes.
He needs blessings from the Lord above. He out here drinking on, what you drinking on?
Taylor Port.
Oh, yeah. Come on, y'all. Y'all can't have this boy out here on that Taylor Port. You gotta get him better.
Hey, look at him. Look like Ripple.
Look at him. Look what y'all did to him. All right, anyway, continue your week. Talk to me. Was there anything else? I don't want there to be anything else. Was there anything else?
I don't know. So, I mean, in football,
I don't
want to go there.
Okay,
Let's not talk about this. Is not talking about football news.
Oh, okay. Wow. So we don't want to talk about football.
Look. Everybody know we ain't got to talk about them. The Gators.
Oh, okay. I'll far back. Yeah.
So I will say my AU East Orlando Prayers getting ready for the national championship. Well, not the national championship. Sorry, for the Nationals to get to the national championship. So we preparing for that. So shout out to East Orlando Prayers. I had about 5 of my kids playing the All-Star game yesterday. We was on the north side. So we ended up losing, but they did a good job. I'm proud of them, man. They all got, rings or whatever, just to show that they went out there and they worked hard this year. So shout out to the East Orlando Parade All-Stars. Yeah, man. One more thing. I've been working hard because y'all know we'll talk about this later on the show, but the Big Truck Give Back is coming up this weekend. So I'm working really hard on that.
All right now.
Got the trucks lined up. All that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? We're going to we're playing Santa Claus this year. We're going to collect money. We're going to collect toys. We're going to give it to the kids in need. I've actually ran into about 2 or 3 families that are in need. So we're definitely going to look out for them. I got Christmas lists for them already. It's not very long. But like I said, we're going to make sure that we, I feel like Martin. I love the kids. We love the kids. Me and Ketchup love the kids. And I don't know if Hayes remember, but we will be broadcasting live from the live on site.
Let me put that in my calendar.
Yeah.
Right.
So me and Ketchup will be live on site for the Big Chuck Give Back to to bring you down. So come on, check us out. Our sister families, Hello Black Man, Unhinged podcast, and then now we got Rev C coming out with his new podcast. We'll talk about that later. You know what I'm saying? Come check us out. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's how the week went, man. For real. Real
Hey,
talk.
good stuff. Oh, Aaliyah, talk to me. How was your week doing?
It was fun.
Look at that. Look, just wrapped it up like.
It was fun. You know, here, there, and everywhere.
We know.
So I spent the holidays with my pops down in North Carolina. Out there in Fayetteville. He's technically Hope County because he's not in Fayetteville County anymore. Annexation. So I did that Friday. I flew out with my homegirl Jay Boogie. We went out to St. Louis, where she from, was out there meeting the family, having a good time. Came back home, was in DC for a couple of days. Came back home, just got back home. Tired as hell. So, that's about it. Ripping and running, as they say, ripping and running. And what else? Oh, and as of December 1st, I've been on this track to meet 200,000 steps by the end of the month. And if I get 6,500 steps in every day, you know what I mean? I can make it if I don't die first.
Step in the name of love.
Yeah, just trying to get out there.
We need you not to die.
Got another trip to Mexico coming up, and I've been playing around. So,
hey,
based on that, I just got back.
Bruh.
I got 3 weeks to get it together.
What?
Like, I just got back. You know
hey, I'm finna tell y'all right now. Listen, I've been doing push-ups. I'm back in the gym because my new house got a pool, so I can't be by my pool looking all sluggish. I gotta be laid like this. You know what I'm saying? Flexing on them and shit.
That's only if you take pictures. You don't have. It's your pool now. You don't have to take pictures.
Yeah,
ain't nobody got to see you at your pool at all.
People be like, "Whoa, what is going on here?"
Also, if it's at your, I'm just giving you some insight. If it's at your house, you ain't never got to get in because you're the hosting. You can be like, "Hey, I'm just taking care of it." But see, I'm like, "Hey, I got your circumvented."
Fair man for himself and come to my house. He's just, drinks over there, food over there, food right there. Let's go. Turn up, figure it out.
Oh wow!
So y'all know my dog. He bought me the Chinese whiskey single malt. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting to open it up for a special occasion.
I did do that.
Did you seen the bottle, Aaliyah?
No.
With the dragons on that joint.
Hold on, wait a minute. Since we get ready to talk about the drink of the day, wait a minute.
Why he's talking?
You gonna drink that Ian Teleport?
No, he's just talking about he gonna crack it open. But like for the housewarming, I guess, you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
anyway, based on my week, I'll throw my little 2 seconds in there. So my week, cool, spent time with the family. Son came to visit. We had a nice all get together for Thanksgiving time frame, and then me and the wife went out. Got a little cruise, went out to Cozumel real quick. Then checked out after we got back, hit the Miami Heat Pacer game, which was pretty legit. You know what I'm saying? Stayed downtown, 16th floor, looking over the bay. We was, you know what I'm saying? We was doing it up. You know what I'm saying? We hit that 2-5.
You
know what I'm saying? I gotta do my thing.
On the
16th. 25 of them. You know what I'm saying? 25 times the earth went around the sun. And you know what I'm saying, we was together. So that's
that's so sweet.
So it was good. It was good stuff. We had a good time and whatnot. So all right, so we moving on now. Everybody gave their backgrounds on what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks or so. We're gonna move on to yours, mine, and everyone's favorite segment of the show. The drink of the day. All right. If y'all didn't know, you know what I'm saying, go check out my page. I did tag some other people in that joint, Anime Ketchup. I tagged them as well. We have the drink of the day. I call it Orange Death Star. We had a whole bunch of stuff in there. I got go find that joint. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty legit. And it had the magical elixir of grenadine that just makes everything taste good. I don't know what's in grenadine, but it be making everything good.
It make it pretty.
That joint magical. I don't know what it be doing, but it was pretty good. Anyways, so Rajeen, talk to me. What you got?
So before I do that, I'm gonna show. Let me go and show Aaliyah what I was talking about. Look at my dog bought me for my birthday last year. Look,
Oh yeah, I did see that
Yeah,
on
that's
one of
Chinese
y'all
whiskey
pages.
single malt. So when I close on the house and we have a housewarming, me and Hayes, if you come down here, Leah, we're gonna pop this bottle. All right, we're gonna
Y'all
pop the
ain't
bottle.
gonna be having me on no damn dragon whiskey.
Hey, represent. You
There's
gotta
a
keep
whole
it.
lot of
It's
areas.
not. It's not
Somebody
real.
got to be
Look,
responsible.
it's not
Somebody
real
got to
dragon,
maintain
Aaliyah. It's not
sanity.
real dragon.
Dragon piss. Kakaris.
Won't have me on no dragon whiskey.
You know what I'm saying? Dragon mother. So
I would
anyway,
be,
listen,
I
man,
would
it's been
embarrass I would embarrass you in front of the whole complex. I would just be out there like, they'd be like, you know what? HOA gonna come knock on your door. You had a little disturbance. You got a
just saying, I
fine.
don't know her, man. But we pay our HOAs fees of
Lord,
$44 a month. Hey,
Lord,
so
Lord.
it's been one of those weeks, bro. My
Yep.
money, look, I done gave it. I just gave a whole bunch of money to somebody. Just basically just took a bag of money and dropped it on the floor and left. And cried in the car or whatever. So I had a barbecue weeks ago or whatever. And no, it wasn't a barbecue. We was watching the game. It was a Florida State, Florida game. And one of good friend of ours brought over some Taylor pork.
Yeah.
So I've never had Taylor pork, right? And so I wanted to figure out what my life was about. So I drank some yesterday. If you never had Taylor pork, and you
Woo.
this will change your life. I'm gonna call it. Listen,
No, it
so
won't.
this is Taylor port, but I like to call it the Port of Miami because I feel like a boss when I'm drinking. Feel me? Man, when
Don't
I tell
do
you,
it.
look, when I
Don't
tell you
do
you
it.
had your life right, look, I just like I said, I just bought a house or whatever, all that good stuff. Even though I'm in a situation, I don't care. Ramen noodles and Taylor pork. Feel me?
Bowling.
I'm so sorry. I'm
Darling.
so sorry. Cause woo.
Well, talk to me, Aaliyah. What you got? What? How you gonna bring some fancy to the table?
Right now, I got a Shut up, both of y'all. Shut up, both of y'all. It is a 2020 vintage Spanish Grenache. So
That wasn't a good year though. That wasn't a good year. That was COVID.
That got COVID all in it. That smell like COVID?
a little bit.
You shouldn't be able to smell it.
It's like this vaccine. This is vaccine.
So I ain't got it. There you go. There you go.
They
There
wouldn't
you go.
even making wine in 2020. They got you. They think somebody that lied. They wasn't, I think the venue. Yeah, the venues are shut down in 2020.
You's a lie. You's a lie. Let me tell you
Well,
something.
this Taylor Port was made 3 days.
It's gonna be about 3 operations that's just never going to fail.
Yeah,
that's the food and beverage business. That's the hospitals and them, and the emergency folks. That's
The hospital and them.
one tip of the day. Go ahead and start investing your money. But
And them.
don't say I ain't told
Did
you.
you say hospital and them? That's
And them. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Listen.
Yep.
Hospitals,
Long they got Taylor Port. Long they keep making
hospitals,
Taylor Port.
rehabilitation centers. You know what I'm saying? The outpatient centers, all of them. You know, you better put that damn teleport down. You're gonna be missing brain cells in the morning.
Too late. I drank it yesterday.
Well, let's try to bring them back because we about to hit this news of the week, and we gonna need all them brain cells possible so we can talk about these things that be bobbing on. So we about to hit up this news of the week. Do.
You got
Hey, first up,
your own theme music.
first up for the list. I mean, everybody know what's going on. Like we got R. Kelly 2.0 out here. He doing big things. Welcome to the show. P. Diddy stuff. Please stop, Diddy. Stop. Just
Diddy,
stop.
please stop.
Stop. Just stop. Diddy, please stop. I'm just gonna say stop. Do whatever you're doing, just stop right there and sit down.
But you know, he already said can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
That's the unfortunate part. He did put that as motive. His
I mean,
his motto is can't stop, won't stop. So
yeah, he can't even go to court. They were like you said, you can't stop.
So I mean, with all this things that's going on with Mr. Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, he got a lot of aliases. That will be a nice long rap sheet when the police. He got a nice long rap sheet there.
AKA.
Yeah, they're going AKA.
Also known as.
They're gonna be like AKA. No, like that's how many AKAs he got. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be quite interesting. You got some of the stores that are taking Sean Combs clothing and stuff out of their stores. A lot of contracts getting canceled, things of that nature. So talk to me, Aaliyah. What do you think some of the actions that are taking place? How quickly, some of these things are, or at least the one that was with what was it, Cassie? How quickly that one was paid off. Like, what do you think is down this rabbit hole? We already talked about Tupac finding the murderer thing. That was already, oh snap. Now we about to hit the glass for emergency. Then all of a sudden this pops off and you like, yo, Diddy, looks like the avalanche is coming. So Aaliyah, talk to me. Is avalanche on the way for Mr. Diddy?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What is this? His chickens have come to roost. That's what this is. Everything he put out there when he was Puffy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, all his other AKAs, all the shit that he was doing. And it's not like, here's the thing. I think it's happening really, really quickly now because there are other people within that industry who know who he is, how he is, and what he's about. And like everybody else in the Illuminati, when they get, when they'll make them payments, well, it's time to close ranks. So he is right now going through what everybody else went through. What's the R. Kelly with I don't think it'll go to trial. I don't think whatever he got going on will ever go to trial to the point where he's testifying and all of that. Mm-hmm. It'll be settlement after settlement after settlement, and that's how he's going to no longer be a billionaire. Mm-hmm. Hopefully he's well invested, and I'm assuming after all this time, he most of his portfolio is not holed up in the his business relationships that he had that all disintegrated here recently. I'm certain he's still CEO, CFO, whoever, whatever.
He stepped down from Revolt.
He has to step down.
He stepped down from a few different spots.
He had to be, which kudos to the damn Cassie's lawyers. They went after him like through the insurance route type thing. Mm-hmm. So it was this whole thing on like Instagram. Y'all gotta catch up. I'll catch y'all up later too. So basically what it was that they go through that program, insurance companies, everybody who backs him, everybody who, who's dollar or rather who's waiting on him to make his money, was just like, no, can't do this, automatic payout. So she got way more than what he was trying to offer. And what, I think it was like, he's like, oh, she was asking for 30 million. Well, the payout from that is the insurance companies pay it out. So rumors are now is like it's closer to 300, between 300 and 500 million dollars that she got paid out. And when she first went to Diddy, he was only offering her 8 million. So, don't be selfish.
That's a come up.
But look, because of the way the legal team went about, going after him and everything like that. So basically she hit his business. She hit him in his pockets and still got paid on top of that because, they signed the NDAs and everything. Not everybody has signed the NDA. He's still in court with, Vanity Kane, whatever them little girl groups is. Them people, basically, y'all know they have been back and forth in court for years, and Diddy had the money to keep, keep doing what he was doing. So basically he's caught up in that because they got the evidence now because now people are coming forward with the stories that they know. Which, sidebar, all y'all little motherfuckers that stood around and watched him do what he was doing for years and years, and you kept your mouth shut because it was putting money in your pocket. This is my opinion only. Not Mint Ketchup podcast opinion. This is my opinion. Capital F-U. Capital F-U. Because you're not going to tell me that you sat there and watched somebody's child go through what they went through. When I tell you, your chicken's gonna come to roost too. So here we are. It's coming out. Everybody's going to start like every other celebrity who goes through this nonsense. Everybody's going to come out with their Diddy story. He's nobody will want to work with him. He'll be blackballed. Again, it's a little bit different in that he's a multi-billionaire at this point. So, even after losing even half of his fortune, I'm sure his money is invested in ways in which he's still gonna be rich.
He'll
I
be able
don't
to get it
think
back.
yeah,
Well, I
he's
don't know
not
if he'll
gonna
be
serve
getting it
any
all
jail
back, but
time.
he'll be able to survive, of course. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
won't be a situation where he's gonna be broke on the streets or anything like that. But
Right.
Raheem, talk to me, man. Like from your perspective, what do you look at this and see the future for Sean Combs? What do you see what's gonna happen? Is he gonna come back like as we're seeing Will Smith kind of trying to make a comeback off of the slappity slaps and all the other jazz, you know what I'm saying? So, or is Diddy ever gonna have that, or what do you see the future for Diddy on that?
I mean, honestly, like I said, if he don't get criminal charges, then he'll come back. I mean,
But doing what? Because it's not like he's making music. Like, what is he really doing?
But he still has artists. I mean, he has a lot of artists under. I mean, under him or whatever. He's still getting royalties or whatever. But like I said, it's like she was just saying. There's people that haven't come out yet, right? There's people that haven't come out yet and told their truth yet.
Music he hasn't released.
And I'm gonna tell you why. It's gonna be a lot of dudes that come out at some point in time, but nobody want to be the one to say they got screwed got done in the booty by Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to be the one to say that. But eventually, it's gonna all start coming out because books are coming out right now. People are dry snitching, all kind of stuff. And people be like, "Oh, I saw like the bodyguard. I did see the bodyguard that said that him and that Diddy and Ja Rule was in the room. You know what I'm saying? And they both came out with a towel on, and he was like, and then Ja Rule said something like, "There's some freaking shit going on in there or whatever." But it was just Diddy and Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? Like I just seen the interview with that, and that's what the bodyguard was saying because he said he stood outside the door while Ja Rule and Diddy was in the room. Now, granted, I don't know who else is in the room. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I've never been in the room unless it's a locker room with a bunch of another naked dude. You know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be in the room with another naked dude, especially named Diddy. Yeah, but,
So you was in the locker room with other naked men? You was in the locker room with other naked men?
I play football. It's
somebody that never played a sport. Somebody that never played a sport.
Ever.
So there you go.
Ever.
Yeah. But it ain't like even in the army, like you
basic.
You ever been in NTC? You been back there? I don't know if you've been in NTC when they had the toilets going all the way down and with no wall, and you were just sitting there and everybody. That's NTC. That's army right there. That's real army. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Like I said, what I feel about Diddy is that you know what I'm saying, he'll bounce back if there's no criminal charges filed against him. Right? I'm saying because me personally, I feel like there should be criminal charges. I feel like if they can prove that he sexually assaulted somebody, man or woman. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's all in my eyes, it's all privilege. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to a point where you making a certain amount of money, there's like for example, they say it's white privilege, there's rich privilege, there's different type of privilege, there's man privilege. There's all these different privileges that people take advantage of because they are what they are. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like because he's rich and because he's such a icon that nobody saw this coming. Nobody's except for the people who were victims. Nobody really saw that. Oh, by the way, some dude said that Diddy raped him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Diddy at no point in time thought this is all gonna come out. But you know what I'm saying? Like what's the saying say? Was done in dark was eventually coming to light. It's gonna come to light. Like whoever you're doing, like Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard do dudes. He admitted it. He's like, whoever I'm doing, that's my business. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But don't
be assaulting people.
Yeah, don't be out here. You know what I'm saying? Bending dudes over.
That don't mean you can assault man. It's like
that's not funny.
It's like you come and so granted, if you think about it, throughout the years you listen to hip hop and you listen to music, and they'll be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I gave her this to loosen her up or whatever. I know there's a couple songs about like,
oh, hold up. You know what? I'm sorry to interrupt. There was one song that I had like on my like playlist, and it's just I have a whole bunch of like lit songs, like some old stuff and things like that. Like one song came on, and I was like, oh, I feel like I need to take this song off. and it was like Funky Comedina. Simplest song, and I'm sitting there like tone low, and I'm listening to like the lyrics, because before it was just like funky, like I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? It's like whatever. I listened to the lyrics of that song, and I'm like, this mug out here dropping mollies on chicks and just like getting them loose. Wow, it was just wild.
But that's the crazy part of it.
I was like, oh, and that was popular. That was a popular song.
I think that is the crazy part of it, because when I say it's not new, like that, like hearing these stories does not surprise me, especially coming out of the whole Flower Child era where everybody did drugs. They did all the drugs. It was not a thing, you know. Then we went into this whole Reagan era with the war on drugs, and you know, that's when it became an issue, yada yada yada. But this has been going on in these industries for so long. Now, way back when, 80s and then Hollywood and all of them, they used to do coke. Now that's before everything, you know, all these other drugs started, and heroin too, now that I think about it. But that's before all this other stuff started coming out. Now you got all these other things coming out, and people do what they going to do. At the end of the day, I know a lot of artists would use it metaphorically to say, oh, you sold your soul, you sold your soul. But at the end of the day, you went for a price. You went for a price. You went over there for a price, and whatever it was, you paid it so you can get what you could get out of whatever it was that you was doing. So when you say you sold, because you know it is something that just you can. I read too many books, but it is something that like really breaks in someone when you are that desperate. And you know what I mean? That desperate, not saying that your situation is messed up, but it's just that you have that very strong desire, that very desperation to, I want to be a star. And it's like, all right, we can make you a star, but you got to do this. You done sold yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now what you have no character, you have no integrity, you ain't, you know, you can't stand on your word. So you know what I mean? It's just like, it's nothing.
I think like this too. It's like you said, you sell your soul, and it's all about what you're willing to sacrifice as far as your morals. You know what I'm saying? So for example, I get into arguments all the time about the Kardashians. People are like, the Kardashians this, Kardashians that. And I'm like, okay, but you mad at the Kardashians because what? Because she had a sex tape? I said, I know a lot of hood rats that got free sex tapes and didn't get no money off of them. I said, but you mad at her because she got paid off a sex tape. Like, why you mad at her? I'm just saying she
had a better manager. She had a better manager.
And on top of that, she didn't like just do the sex tape and put it out herself. It leaked. Everybody saw it. She got paid. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I know thoughts right now that doing sex tapes and shit for free with cats, with broke dudes. A dude that can't even buy you a meal. Like you'll have sex tape with a dude that can't buy you a drink. You know what I'm saying? But you'll get mad at Kim Kardashian that had sex with a dude that can buy her whatever she wanted. You know what I'm saying? And so now, you know, and then they be like, well, she did, she that. Well, Kim Kardashian is what?
Paid.
Late 30s now? And she paid.
No, I think paid.
Like, me personally, I'm about that bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna work hard, I'm about that bag. So, and I don't hate on nobody else. If you get the bag too, if I can help you get your bag, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I have no hate in me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, people hate on people that's doing what they didn't have the moral compass to do or whatever. And like I said, and so, and I get it. Have your values, but don't have values when it's good for your conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because selective values. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because we was all in the military, and I seen a lot of hood rats do a lot of hood rat things, and dudes too. You know what I'm saying? But they do it for free. Doing it for free. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it for free, but when people get paid to do it, all of a sudden you appalled. Why you appalled?
They mad because they didn't run the game. That's what it is.
Because you didn't get paid to do what she did on the video. You know what I'm saying? Because R. Kelly didn't pee on you. You can't get mad at that. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said.
I feel you.
Me and Taylor were talking about it.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep track of, you know what I'm saying, the Diddy situation. You know what I'm saying? We may have to bring back, you know, like we had as the Kanye turns, man. We may have to bring back
leave my
Diddy
cousin
turns, you know what I'm saying? So we about to see what Diddy be out there doing. So make sure y'all checking in with us. Also,
do you really?
What?
Do you really?
I don't know.
I'm kind of interested.
Yeah.
Because I want to know what was going on that y'all out here selling. Y'all out here selling. I shouldn't say it like that. Y'all out here selling your virginity.
Yeah,
You know, how
Mm-hmm.
much did you get? And you out here selling your virginity. So
Man, I would have sold my
plus,
virginity.
I also want to know what's that. I need to be on.
$27.32. I would have sold my virginity. Like shit. You
I
trying
don't know. I need to. I need to be on that Carisha plan. I'm trying to get on that Carisha plan. Like, what I got? If I gotta be out here holding a sign, and you gonna give me some $3 million, baby?
You know, Aaliyah showing feet, so she knows she
you know the prices. You be like, oh, she out there showing feet. She know the prices. You know what I mean? Gotta make it happen.
Put retail. She in put retail.
Checking y'all on
So well, make sure y'all check back with us. We're gonna keep y'all up to date. What's popping on the Diddy. Also, make sure, you know what I'm saying, take this little break. If you're watching us on Facebook, man, run over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe, hit the bell. You know what I'm saying? Check out what we doing. We about to have all this stuff popping up. We're gonna be doing things, doing things like that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you're hitting it up.
Find us on TikTok.
Yeah, hit us on the TikTok.
Ketchup.
Hit us on the Instagrizzles. Hit us on the Facebook. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Find us, Make It Podcast. You find us. We don't make it. We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? Just want to put that out. But also, I want to let y'all know, man.
Soon, if we can get some money. Go Aaliyah's feet.
Yeah, we gonna do it. So well, I'm gonna switch it up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Give a little something that's quite interesting to me. Yo, I heard this flute album somehow outdid a whole bunch of like dudes that put words on their joint. You know what I'm saying? I heard. You know what I'm saying? I heard that 3 Stacks. You know what I'm saying? Andre 3000 with the Flutie Doo Doo album. He outsold. He outstreamed. He outsold or whatever. Nas, Logic, Little TJ, ESTG, Ice Spice, Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, Macklemore, Race Murder, freaking West Side Gunna, French Montana, like Yo Gotti and DJ Drama. Like somehow the Flutie Doop man got out here and he outcharted folks that put words to music. You know what I'm saying?
So you can't hate. You can't. If I can play the flute, I would have a whole bunch of rats follow me down the street.
Ain't no way.
He opened up a whole new genre for the hip hop artists out there. If you just want to get that instrumental, man, get that flutes. But also he did. I mean, look, I read an article where he inspired RZA. RZA really say he really enjoyed the flute album, maybe playing it in his house, and he was like, man, it's inspired him to come out with another instrumental album. So he, like RZA, is in the process of I'm gonna come out with another instrumental album and put that out. Kind of gave him a little influence. But then also on the other side, read an article that Lil Wayne just had, and he had a little rebuttal to Andre 3000 in one of his interviews, talking about that he didn't have anything to rap about. And Lil Wayne was sitting there like, I don't understand how being an artist and being in a rap game, it doesn't matter at your age why you feel like there's nothing that you have to offer, you know? And I think he was on the interview with Tigger, or was it? Yeah, Tigger. I think Tigger was the one that was on this podcast or whatnot with. And I do understand, from my perspective, I do understand what Andre 3000 talking about, and I do understand what Lil Wayne's talking about. But it's also, it's just like an artist that continues to talk about the same thing. You have to be in that world or have an super extensive experience to be able to continue to pull from that experience, right? So I look at it like Andre 3000. He may be an artist that goes, I put everything that was me, real, on tapes, on wax, on CDs. I put that in those albums. That was really me. Did not falsify. I don't have anything left because I put it all there.
I've already expressed it.
Then when I'm gone, what am I doing? So either I have to go back to do illegal drugs, and I gotta go wild out, and I gotta go to the club, and I gotta go do those things to re-experience them. So then I have something to write that people are gonna cling to, or I stay in my lane and be me and fluty flute this motherfucker. And I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that piece, but I also understand Lil Wayne's joint, but Lil Wayne has always stayed in it. He's always stayed. He doesn't know any better. He's been 13. He was 13.
11.
So from 11
and he's only 30 something years old. So but you gotta take that is so crazy to me. I don't understand. Maybe here's the thing. Maybe Lil Wayne is literally asking from a perspective of I lived this, so I rap that. But like you said, Andre 3000 is in a different place than where Lil Wayne was and is. So it's just like, I don't have those things to think about. I don't have those things to do. He's in a place where he said it before. He's been on a journey to find his peace, to find who he is, or heal himself, go through therapy, the whole 9 yards, which was what I wanted to bring up. His whole entire album is done in like, I think it's 432 megahertz or something like that. It's just like a calming frequency. It's frequency healing, the whole night. Yeah, y'all know I be into the alternative medicine.
Yeah, I even smoke.
But basically, yes, that's exactly what it is. That's because you brought up the article where RZA was talking about how him and his wife was into it and everything. It did what it was supposed to do. It's meditation music. It's to bring you down, to calm you down. Because if y'all not paying attention to everything that y'all favorite rappers rapping about, please be cognizant that your diet not only consists of what it consists of everything you put in your body, not just food, not just water. Pay attention to what you're doing mentally, what you reading, what you watching on TV. The whole 9 yards, the podcast you listen to, the people on Instagram and Facebook you follow. I'm telling you, like, you really have to discriminate and eliminate a whole lot of shit from your life. And that's what Andre 3000 has done. So because of that, he's in like he said, I'm in a different place. Fuck what you heard. Give you words for what? Because unless you're there, unless you if you vibe with it, you know what I'm talking about. You get it. Y'all not on my level, so y'all niggas didn't deserve words. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah, Ross. So talk to me, Ross. Yeah, talk to me, Ross.
So I'm like this though. Are y'all buying Lizzo flute CD?
I mean, look, I haven't bought anything because I just paid the monthly streaming and then I stream it. That's all I've been doing. I don't buy anybody else.
I'm just saying, what's wrong with Lizzo flute? This is keep it 100. What's wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I think you know what it is. I honestly feel like first and foremost, these artists right now, when they get to a certain age and they're not obligated to respond to the street, so to speak. You know what I mean? Andre 3000 is one of those people that he done already put. Y'all can already see what he do on whatever he touched. I'm doing this. He's as an artist. That's what he said. I'm doing this as an artist. I'm doing this because this was the creative output from where I was in my life. Here's my art, like it or not.
Right.
There are a lot of people who are still under contracts, who still under industry pressure, who still under media pressure, who still have not reached that point in life where they do not care what people feel about their art. And because of that, you're not going to see a whole lot of people who are secure where they are to go put out like to put out that kind of music or that kind of thing or whatever have you. You know what I mean? Here it is. What you said? RZA is going to go ahead and put out. RZA is an actor and a damn producer, and he's a multi-hyphenate. If he puts out an album because that was the art that he decided to create, whether or not it make money, he don't care.
Yeah,
he in a better place.
Yeah, it don't matter.
He in a better place. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Ross, talk to me, man. Talk to me. What do you think about? Because I know Lil Wayne is one of your favorites. You know, and in the game and whatnot. So, what do you feel on his perspective and just this whole situation in totality?
So, I as an artist, right, as a poet, rapper, whatever you want to call it, what you what you have to understand is, I feel like you need to do what you feel like comes out of you as a, I guess, as a positive. And what I mean by that is, if I know that I can't realistically rap about dope, you know what I'm saying, females, cars, blah blah blah, then you're gonna hear it when I put something out.
Mhm.
You're gonna hear it in the art form. You're gonna hear it in my lyrics that I'm talking about something I really don't know nothing about. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a as a artist, like right now, if I live in suburbia and I'm going to work a 9 to 5, I got to figure out how to work that art. Work that 9 to 5 into my art. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like what Andre 3000 was doing, like he said, he dropped the album about apparently that has become his connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, he, as an artist, he's related to being a, what is it, flautist? Flautist? What's it called?
I don't
Flautist?
know, man. It's
Yeah.
sometimes fluted.
What do you call a person that plays the flute? Flautist?
A flutist.
Flutist? A flutist?
What?
A
Flutist.
flutist.
That's what
I
I was
don't think that's right. Yeah, I don't think that's right.
You're right.
Somebody need to Google
Sure.
that.
Sure.
Somebody need to call Lizzo. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? I think it's supposed to be a flautist or something. Siri, what do you call a person who plays the flute? Siri don't listen to shit I say. Never mind. Anyway, um, so, but anyway, he's become one with that. That's part of his life. That's where he's at. And like she was saying, it's just more of a, I think you should do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a gangster rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gang banging, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna lie about it, because just like you listen to a lot of music now, a lot of these cats are cap. A lot of these young boys, they talk about what they're doing in the streets, blah blah blah. You know, Me personally, I've been to a war zone. I've met so-called wannabe thug, gangsta ass kids. Soon as the damn bomb drop, you know what I'm saying? They peeing on themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I always, this is one of my favorite sayings. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thugs, some thug shit. You get what I'm saying? So you can't pretend to be something. And that's just like us back in the day. Hayes, when we put our albums, we never rapped about something we didn't know about. You get what I'm saying? Like, I might have said I could own a car that I couldn't get at the time, but I'm not rapping about killing nobody. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not about to roll up. We're not going to do a drive-by, blah, 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 But I feel like Lil Wayne it's not fair for him to say that, as an artist, he shouldn't, I guess, forget where he come from or whatever. Because, as far as I can remember dealing with, listening to Andre 3000, I don't feel like I've ever heard him say that he was in the streets like that.
That was almost one of the reasons that I enjoyed them as a group the best, is because they both were like, the biggest thing they were talking about, especially, it was just mainly their first album, which would be the most, I would say that would be the most street album, was Southern Playalistic. You know what I'm saying? That would be the most street album. But even on that, they had songs like Get Up, Get Out, and Get Something. Don't spend all your time trying to get. They always had something positive that they were like, oh, this happened, but I'm out here. And then, of course, you would have, you're talking about, hey, everybody want to talk to the ladies, want to do whatever. But it's like they always had something positive that they were trying to produce and give to the people. And then, of course, after that, the albums just wasn't gangster. It was art. They were art from Aliens on. It was art.
They had to apologize to Miss Jackson, and that's some bullshit.
Yeah. But everybody was like, "Oh, I know that." People could relate, because you had the dude that broke up with the girl, but was cool with the mom, and like, I'm sorry, like, yo, like, whatever. You had, what I'm saying? So they were just telling their stories of things that really could have happened to real people. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like it connected. And he was like, Caroline.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hold up. Like toilet tissue.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like, they had all type of joints.
Man, you gonna make me lift the speaker box and love below after we got here.
Yeah, that was fire, man. That was fire. So
you the reason for the word, bitch.
Hey, man, they had that fire, man. They had that fire. So
definitely, man. But honestly, shout out to Andre 3000, man, doing your thing.
Yeah.
I feel like dude works for you.
Get your flute
You know what I'm saying?
on, man.
So,
For real.
and I not trying to drag this out, but a perfect example. Like, if you get in my truck right now, the last song I played was Creep by Radiohead. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
Okay.
I feel like I shouldn't have to fit the status quo for what you think I'm supposed to be listening to when you get in my truck. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen to anybody from Maroon 5 to freaking.
Hey man, what am my jam? My jam. And in my lit joint is Black Hole Sun. Black Hole Sun, won't you come?
Won't you come?
It was a red rain. That be right, what? Hey, that's what, hey, I be like, I love that song. That's gonna be fire.
Hey, but
yeah, that gonna be rocking, dog.
But I like that. You know, it makes me who I am. I don't have to impress nobody. I'm like, I'm good where I'm at. Like I said, if you don't like me for who I am right now, and like if I got to do something else to impress you, then first of all, I don't need to impress you. But if I got to impress you, what am I impressing you for? Like I said, if you don't like me for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I you know, it's just one of them things to where you don't always got to meet the status quo. You get what I'm saying? You don't.
It's true.
Stereotype for what you think I should be doing, what you think I should be eating, think I should be going. You know what I'm saying? Like I just started playing golf. But nobody thinks that.
Based on the point that you making right now, I think that's what T.I. was trying to tell his son.
Yeah, let's talk about
he
that.
Said, you ain't hood, you ain't hood.
You can't do nothing with me. You can't do
nothing. You got this. You out here living in mansions, mini mansions, micro mansions, extra large mansions, and you talking about you hood? Get this chokehold. Get this chokehold, little.
Your hood though.
So you know what I'm saying? T.I. down with the king. He choked that little he got him, man. Sometimes you gotta. I mean, I never had to, and I'm appreciative. Appreciative of my son. You know what I'm saying? Good boy, man. Never had to really just get up there and show him something. But hey, man, it's had to do it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And had to go out there and let them know what the deal is. You know what I'm saying? So, Rajeen, I'm gonna ask you a question. Have you ever had to choke a little? You know what I'm saying? Let them know what's up. You know what I mean? They was talking that trash like they out here doing big things. You had to put them in place.
So what's the question?
I said, have you had to do it? Oh, you said that's regular.
Hey, listen,
he said, I do that every day.
Okay. He owes. Pop done nodded off. It's okay.
He said, I'm straight Homer Simpson. I'm choking to this mug every day. Like,
so what people don't understand is there's a lot of mothers don't understand this from the man. There's only one alpha male, you know what I'm saying, that live in the house. That's it. There's one alpha male.
Yep.
That's me. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why it's me is because first of all, you know what I'm saying, I pay all these goddamn bills. You know what I'm saying?
That'll make you an alpha man.
You know what I'm saying? I gave you life, all that. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through the shit with your mama, all that I had to do to get to where I'm at now. Yeah. So for you to bite, like they say, don't never bite the hand that feeds you. I'm telling you, listen, there's only one alpha male in the house. That's it. It'll never work with two.
Capital A.
So, but it's funny because a lot of these young, rich thug parents, rich thug parents,
came from the company.
Like you gotta understand, you're not thugged out by association, right? You know what I'm saying? You're like you can't be thugged out by association. You're like, well, my daddy grew up in so and what? You grew up in Beverly Hills. Like you can't really say about nothing that your daddy grew up in or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be thugged by association. You know what I'm saying? I can give you a heart, but I can't give you a heart. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got that dog in you, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got that thug in you. Like, because everybody get to, for example.
If you can't live with roaches.
I'm talking to you. I can't talk to anybody. But everybody get to,
Let me tell you something.
Everybody get to a professional level.
Let me tell you something right Man, I will square up with the best of them. I've been in these streets, but let me tell you, if I see a roach, baby, it is all over. Hayes, do you remember when we was at where was we up in was it West Point?
Oh yeah.
It was West Point. All right, here's the thing. I didn't know that there was a such thing as flying roaches. Okay, y'all. That's just I ain't never in my life. I born and raised in Philly. I done lived here, there, and everywhere else. I ain't never in my life knew that a roach could fly. But the day I found out, it was about midnight. I was coming off patrol. I was going in and I just see something flickering. And when I tell you that roach flew by my head and I saw it land on a wall and saw that it was a roach. When I tell you that whole compound was like,
Ladies and gentlemen, our podcast just went left.
let me tell you something. I can't do it. I can't do it. And if I see one, I'm gonna be angry.
Something to always take the thug out there.
Let me
I forgot what I was talking about.
let me tell you, I don't like creepy. I ain't scared of snakes. I ain't scared of them. I ain't scared of snakes. I ain't scared of spiders.
Hey,
all right, Roz.
Everybody thug until some thug. Until a roach come in.
You good?
Go ahead. I got a home. Look, everybody thug is thug shop. Real talk. I got a homeboy. He probably watching this, so if he is, he gonna manage. This dude, my dog. You remember my dog? My dog 6'7", maybe 340. He's scared to death of frogs. It would be a frog this big. Like, he was a giant. Huh?
He's scared of frogs?
Frogs. He is, man. He don't do frogs. He said, no.
I'm so sorry, sir, but I really would just because I want to see you electric boogie.
Listen, but we'll punch somebody on top of their head in a minute. But with frogs, he don't do. If I was in the club right now and I call him like, dog, hey, we got a problem here. He'll be there in 5 minutes, ready to turn that bitch out. But can't fuck around and bring a frog out, it's over for you.
He was like, oh, we gotta fight the frog prince. He'd be like, oh, I'm good.
And faint on him like Terry Crews did when he fell out.
Got frogs. Oh, they ain't got no damn frogs. Anyway.
My bad. Yeah, that kind of went.
My bad, but I don't like roaches. So
yeah, Taylor Port coming in.
I mean, that was. I didn't think you even heard me. You heard that part though. It was funny.
Shut up.
T.I.
We took T.I.
T.I. You asked if he ever choked somebody out, and you ain't never answered. Just FYI. Sorry.
So, with that being said, I did choke. Never mind. I can't say that. Really. I've had situations where had to be
situations.
Yes,
aggressively handled.
Because I feel like this is the deal. So, as far as not females, kids is concerns. You know what I'm saying? It's for kids.
Wait a
minute. So,
hold up. Did we go back to another topic?
No.
Did we?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, my ADD not off today.
We're gonna pause for station identification.
So, as far as kids are concerned, you can't allow them to be the boss. I guess I should say. Don't say be the boss. All right, especially, and then you got these kids, these little rich kids that I'm sure. So I think I was reading that whatever his son said that he spent most of his time at his grandma's house or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But T.I. was like, well, you that's where your friends at. You actually were your grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? But then I thought about it, I'm like, first of all.
And his mom said that he used to cry to try to get over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like,
you know what I'm saying? But
I mean, if you got a boyfriend over there, just say that, King. But continue.
Yeah, but the thing is like, if you how hood could his grandma's house be if her son, like, he grew up with his grandma? So, and I'm pretty sure T.I. didn't want his grandma to stay in the hood. You get what I'm saying? So just because she probably didn't want no huge house, but all I'm saying is like, how bad could your life have been where you grew up at or whatever?
Because your folks was already rich when, you know what I mean, by the time you came along. So I get what you're saying. They were already in a different kind of lifestyle, if you will. I can understand if, what's her name, Zanique or Damani, the next oldest kid. I can understand if they might talk about where it was kind of rough in the beginning, where we had to stay with grandma and they was on tour, whatever. But you up here with some BS, some King. You was just on damn what's the show that they do? T.I., they got the little show. You was just on the show crying about being a middle child and all this stuff. Y'all remember the episode? He was feeling some kind of way because then the baby came along. He ain't the baby no more. Child, good night and goodbye. Ain't nobody thinking about you, King. You ain't tough.
Yeah.
He look tough. He look like Trippie Redd with pink lips. You ever seen Trippie Redd?
I mean, but when it's not like he had the. I mean, the genetic gene, but the gene pools are so funny. You know what I mean? You don't know what mix you want to get. It's such a risky thing.
I'll tell you what it is. Never mind.
I mean, there's rumors. There's rumors that there was
that ain't his baby. So baby. So you would make sense.
So then you could really punch him in the face, and it really like
it's what is it called? Yeah, SVU. I don't know. It's
SVU. It would be SVU.
Yeah,
especially because it's still it'll be SVU because he's still a minor. Well, I think he's a minor.
I'm talking about the actor. That's I'm talking about.
Which one? Ice-T, Mariska Hargitay.
Look, there was so many light-skinned actors that they started putting as a rumor. They was like, man, there's all type of light-skinned actors. They was like, possibly that one. Possibly that one. Could have been that one. Like, wow. Like, that's interesting.
Well, anyway, man, like I said, shout out to the family. Hope the family, I'm saying, everything works out with them and they pan it out.
Good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they do their thing as well. Let's see what else we got on the docket for today. Let's do a little Black excellence. Rajim, I know you talked about that you had a little Black excellence that you want to give out today. So talk to me, man.
Yeah, man. Black excellence. So I kind of flipped it at the end, but because I just found out because I did this because I'm a Xbox player, but Xbox has hired their first Black president. First Black female president. Xbox, the whole other company. Her name is Sarah Bond. Sarah Bond is the new president for Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And so, and so shout out to Sarah Bond. But how good, and I'm gonna ask Aaliyah this first. How good does your resume have to be for you to get hired at one of the most prestigious technical companies in the world? You know what I'm saying? As a president. How good does your resume have to be?
Well, I mean, it really don't have to be if you're cute, but whatever. No, I'm just joking. I am joking. I am joking. At the end of the day, here's the thing. There are still some industries that are still just the good old boys club. I think where we sit right now as women, as Black women, as who are now getting their turn, if you will, to be the helms of these companies, these CEOs, CFOs, the person at the end of the day, you cannot deny us our shine. It's Black girls gonna make it do what it do, baby. We magical. That's all. You know what I mean? And that's not to say that things aren't happening for other women who come into the industry and everything like that. Kudos to y'all, but specifically to my melanated peoples, keep pushing. We are the most educated people in this country, and yet we're still paid like 40 something cents on a dollar. It's ridiculous. You know, 9 times out of 10, we are the people holding it together for the team or for, the project or whatever, respective fields, but it's crazy to me that, we get here and people are, like you said, well, how good your resume gotta be, da 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 da. You ain't, because if it was a white man that got elected, would y'all be asking the same question? Y'all wouldn't even fucking care. It's
No, because
expected.
because
It's
yeah,
expected because that's
because
what
the
it's
concept is
supposed to
different.
look like.
Yep,
But here
because
we are. So,
the concept is different. And
I'm
it's
just waiting for us to start crossing into and dominating other fields. I want more than anything for Black people to understand that we are multidimensional and multifaceted. So all this Black people don't play rugby. First of all, Black people didn't bobsled. Black people didn't play hockey. Black people didn't ice skate. All these things, and here we
Swim.
are. That too.
so
Black people don't swim. So all these things, and there is a record holder of sorts, a person, a notable person of color in all of those fields.
and
Come
speaking
on.
of that, while I'm thinking about it, so I just read the other day. There's the first black um what is it NASCAR black female
Mm.
NASCAR racer, right? Yeah,
Yep.
first black NASCAR female racer. So, and another thing, so Las Vegas Raiders, the
Mm.
president of the Las Vegas Raiders is also a black
Black
female.
female. They have
The head coach,
all black exexecutives.
yeah, yes,
I
Coach,
all
think
black.
the
The
Oakland
head
coach,
Raiders
coach,
was at
GM.
Oakland.
No,
no,
they're
it's
in
in
Las
Las Vegas
Vegas.
now. Yeah, they've been in Las
That's
Vegas for a few years now.
yeah. She's
Yeah.
not our
And
sports
so
correspondent.
the interim head coach is black, and then the general manager is also black men. Which is saying,
All
I mean,
right. I mean, and I will say this, if nothing else, there are people who are moving up in the world and they're getting in these positions and getting in these, please don't overlook your colleagues who look like you. Do not feel pressured to go with the flow of things. If you were brought there to disrupt and shake up whatever systems that are in place, don't be scared to shine. Don't be scared to allow others to shine. I promise you, you light one candle, lighting another will not stop it shine. You're not gonna lose no light, baby. Go and light somebody else's candle. That's it. That's all. That's all I got to say
I got a
about that.
question.
Black
I got a
excellence.
question. Yeah, black.
All right, go ahead and say your question.
So I got a question that pertains to black excellence, but it's still
Mhm.
it's debatable. So, Hayes, I'm gonna start with you. So you know that right now, we all can agree that um, black people are doing a lot bigger things. You know what I'm saying? We're making our way into places that you never thought you would see us, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: do you feel
Mm-hmm.
that there is an embedded decoy or um, path corruptor, if you would say? Do you feel like there is an entity that throws, and a perfect example, and I want to say this, and no disrespect to this young woman because I don't know her like that, but I'm just how I feel. Sexy Red. Do you feel like Sexy Red was thrown into the mix to taint? You know what I'm saying? So, because I feel like at certain levels, like I'm so proud of all these people. Right? You know what I'm saying? All these people that's becoming presidents and all this good stuff. And then I'm torn about, I'm proud of success by our young black women, but
Mm-hmm.
am I proud of how they are
But at what
esteemed
price?
Mm-hmm.
and what price they had to pay to get that? You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I
hey,
feel you. I feel you.
how you feel about
Let
that,
me
bro?
let me okay, so I understand what you're saying because it's not that Sexy Red is not achieving financial success. But you also look at it and like, is she achieving an
Hmm.
inspiration for the generation of females and males or just people of our hue that you would like to push forward as a representation or an example to those that are not of our hue as a success story. And I would say that is a difficult one because you do have, in all cultures, you do have examples of that. It may not be in the musical. That just happens to be something that's shown. Well, I mean, you can have it in the music. You can have different, say, rock bands that aren't doing, you know, like talking about
country
things that they would be. Yeah, it's like all of them may have a facet of the way that they got famous, the way the things they talk about, the things they do aren't necessarily the things that are that you want to bring to the pedestal and shine the biggest light on. And I feel like, yeah, those are things that are probably successes in the shadows compared to things that most people want to bring forward. When you look at all the other things that, you know, like we talk about president of Las Vegas Raiders, we're talking about president of Xbox. I think the biggest thing is that we have way more to talk about that's outside of our stereotypical successes that we need to bring to light, because the stereotypical successes would be Sexy Red and an NFL player and a basketball player, but the odd and new and different are Sarah Bond, president of Xbox. That's the new, different glass ceiling breaker. You want to bring those things to, you know what I'm saying, the young ones, the school age and things of that nature, because that's something that you can achieve with your mind, not with athleticism. And all the other things you have to choose with a talent that is God gifted,
or just
in a lot of
to
aspects.
or just willing to do whatever it is that they
we had the Diddy segment. We got
you know.
we had that. But
I just wanted to point that out.
Hey, willing to go get a sugar cookie. Dylan, and Dylan. Was not gonna get that sugar cookie. If you know that reference, you know what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm saying, being able to do that and bringing light to outside of the typical, like Rajim being cybersecurity, that's not the typical. Aaliyah contracting and doing like that's not the typical thing that people go. Ooh, I like today. I was did a little Christmas party deal after work. I sat with the finance folks. They were all of my hue, and it was all finance. And now they were talking about money moving, all type of other 15%. We trying to make this do this and that. And like that was the conversation that I'm sitting around with, and it was all people of my hue that were talking about money, and not money like, oh, I got to get the bag. It was, hey, financially points, I need to get this, and you know, hey, if you're gonna try to transfer that, you need to do boom, boom, boom. And I was like, hey, man, this is different.
You know your fire number? You know your fire number?
I don't know my fire number. Like, I ain't even gonna act like I was the one leading the conversation. Like that wasn't even. But I was there for it.
It's okay, you was there.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's okay.
I was learning.
And that's that right there is the point. As long as you was there.
Yeah, I was there. I was learning. You know what I'm saying? But those are the things that should be highlighted more than Sexy Red, pregnant, popping the pop, because that's stuff we trying to get away from as a people, as a stereotype.
You know what seals the deal for me on that is that, first of all, we have no idea who she's pregnant by. She just popped up pregnant. Like, when did you get pregnant?
She ain't gotta tell us. She ain't gotta tell us.
What I'm saying is that
I know you went and watched the sex tape. I know you watched the sex tape. What do you mean you don't know who she's pregnant by?
I ain't doing
Hey man, I ain't want to see young.
So, but I feel like you said, when they said
in a hucklebuck.
When they say the industry had plants, I believe it. Because there's nothing about this scenario that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Beyonce came out. She's a phenomenal talent. Makes sense. Chris Brown can sing. Makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Then you say, okay, well, guess what? Now we're going to find the hoodest, thottiest chick we can find. You know what I'm saying? Put her out there. let her ski a little bit, wear some little short stuff with a terrible shape. And then guess what? Boom, now she pregnant. So anything else is going on in the world, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't paying attention to, guess what? Because y'all watching Sexy Red, you know what I'm saying?
Twerk.
Be
Pregnant.
pregnant and
Twerking on
Pregnant
tour.
twerk.
yeah, twerking
Pregnant
and
twerk.
then rubbing on Drake with his barrettes. So I don't know. I just feel like there's
You petty.
and and granted, like I said, and if we ever get Drake on the show, forgive me for saying this, don't play it back or whatever. But who say the years down the line, you know what I'm saying, 10 years from now, you're gonna be like, well, me and Drake was, I had, slept with Drake about blah. And it'd be somebody's brother. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like the industry's so wired right now. You know what I'm saying? Like Diddy, it took what, 10, 15 years for Diddy stuff to come to the surface?
20-ish, 30-ish, but
I
yes.
mean, yeah, when big, you know what I'm saying, when freaking Big Papa died, man, that's probably where it started. Like
A lot of
everything
people,
off of that. Like, I mean, and he
a lot.
probably had more stuff prior to that, because then you wasn't famous. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
So, but anyway, with that being said, it's just it's one of them things where you feel like you never know.
just one of them
You never
things.
gonna know.
You
You
never
never gonna know.
know. You never know.
Well, I mean, I think
So,
we've hit all the news, and once again, round of applause for Sarah Bond, new president of Xbox, Black Excellence of the Week. For those that are out there, new music. I did talk about, hey, Busta Rhymes came out with something a little on Black Friday. Thought it was cool. Had a little something music review. It was Busta Rhymes doing his thing, giving you them Busta flows, with them Busta beats, doing Busta things. If you wanted to hear and get back into that vibe, he was very much going to give it to you like that. Had a few songs that I like. Remind them, okay, and Wide Open. Those were good songs that I will have in my playlist to go with. Also, give a little update. That was for the Lil Wayne album with what was my man's name? Titty Boy. I can't remember.
2
what's my man's
Chainz.
name? Yeah, 2 Chainz. I went back, gave another listen. I told them off air. Went back, gave another listen because first listen was in the headphones. Second listen was in the car. It was banging in the car. I was like, all right, I feel you. Production gave a little more. So I want to come on here and make sure that, hey, if I'm gonna give a music review, I'm gonna give it when I feel like I need to change it. Make sure that I'm being honest with everybody. Yeah, that album is legit for 2023. Album is for sure legit. Also, get that Blockbuster. I enjoyed it myself. Give you that old school Busta Rhymes vibe on there. So now I'm gonna pass it over to Rajin because he's gonna give you a little update and tell you what's going on with them big ass trucks.
Oh shit, the big Chuck get back. Let's go. I don't know where my applause is at, but guess what? In the crowd going wild. Check this out. Listen. This Saturday, the 9th, starting at 10 o'clock a.m., the Big Truck Give Back Association is going to be out there collecting toys for this toy drive. We're going to collect money as well. If you go to the Mint Ketchup feed, I'll post a flyer with the Cash App QR code. All money and proceeds will be donated. This is a nonprofit organization. This is the first year that we're gonna go and try to help out Santa, help some families out. So get some kids some toys. Just do what we can do. It sounds. I thought about it just recently, and it sounds crazy that we give. We try to give out toys. Because we know kids are gonna play with them for like maybe 5 minutes and then they're gonna forget about it. But the concept of this is this. You know what I'm saying? Parents, most of us are parents, 90% of us are parents, and if you're not, you deal with kids. There are kids you deal with that you love. And there's nothing like giving a kid anything and watching them smile. You know what I'm saying? So when
yeah.
you give a kid something and you see that smile on their face, I got a granddaughter, 1 year old. Give her something. It can be something as small as a piece of candy. The smile on her face, I would trade for anything in this world. You know what I'm saying? So as far as Christmas is concerned, this is something that kids look forward to every year. I know when I was a kid, I look forward to it. This is something you look forward to, just to be able to open gifts or whatever. But imagine the pain and the hurt and the struggle that a parent goes through when they can't either afford to buy their kids gifts or give their kids gifts at all. So, I've always had this mission in my heart that I wanted to start this big truck give back, and we finally got off the ground. So the big truck give back, there'll be right now. I have about 10 to 12 confirmed big trucks. Bring your kids down, check it out. They're gonna be decorated. They're gonna be all nice, and what I'm saying, we're gonna take donations. We're gonna fill up the beds of these trucks, and then we're gonna roll out. We're gonna convoy. Everybody on this podcast is Army. If you're watching, you're not Army. When you convoy, that means, hey, we get all these vehicles lined up, and we head to the mission, and that's what we're gonna do. So our mission is we're gonna convoy, drop off these toys, try to put a smile on some parents' face. Right now, the organization, the charities that we chose was Toys for Tots, because they specifically deal with military. The women's and children's home for battered women and children. So this is an organization that takes in donations and they take in families, especially females and kids that have been abused, and they need a place to call safe, to be safe or whatever. So that's another organization we're going to be giving to. There's another organization called Another Kid Charity. I like this charity because this man, I met this guy, and he's a cleanup man for Christmas. So when the Toys for Tots and all these other charities run out of toys, he tries to come in and donate everything he has to kind of clean up, kind of make sure that everybody gets something. And he's the last resort guy. He kind of, I think he hands out toys on the 23rd, I think, 22nd or 23rd, to families that couldn't get toys from anywhere else. And then one more place is called the Russell Home. The Russell Home is an organization that a couple of my friends told me about. My neighbor, she was telling me that this home takes in kids that were disabled kids that were abandoned by their families. And when I say abandoned, I mean whether they were. I heard a story where a man threw his kid in an ant bed and said, let the ants have him, because he had cerebral palsy and his limbs were crooked, and they threw him away. Somebody found him in this place called the Russell Home, took care of him. There's a young lady there. Her mom left, told her she'd be back at 3:00. And when you go there, I think my neighbor said she's about 50 years old. You go there and she'll tell you that, she'll ask you what time it is, because she said her mom would be back at 3:00. She said everybody that comes in there, she asks them what time it is. So imagine the mental strain this has on families, parents, to be able to, and even these organizations that set out to take care of these families. So we're going to help out with the strain on this. Most of the people that are involved are veterans, just so everybody knows. And what I mean by that is we are genetically, I'm gonna say that it's not genetically, actually, we're trained to take care of other people. That's our mission. From the time we train to be soldiers, our mission is humanity. What I'm saying? It's a goal to save other countries, save our own people. Veterans are the kind of people that help people walk across the street, or saying if they need help or whatever. So with that being said, this is the reason why it's in our heart to do this. So the Big Truck Give Back is sponsored by LGI Fitness, Mint Ketchup Podcast, and East Orlando Preds AAU football organization. So with that being said, the flyer will be posted, the location, time, date, all that's there. QR code for WhatsApp. If you're interested in donating any other kind of way, hit the inbox on Mint Ketchup. We'll check it out and see if we can get your donations put in the right. So anyway, Big Truck Give Back. Be ready. I'm a steady guy, so midnight gonna be out there shining. Just know that. You know what I'm saying? And come out there and have a good time. We have food trucks. We got bounce houses, popcorn or whatever we're gonna be out there. All right. Anyway.
Really appreciate that, man. And it's a good cause. I'll be out there. We're gonna try to figure out this random live thing that we're gonna be out
Boom,
there
man, we going live.
doing out something maybe. I
Man,
don't
catch
know.
up,
We gonna figure
Hold
out
it
something.
down, y'all.
We gonna be doing something, I guess. You
We
know what I'm saying?
going
Hold
That's
it
what's gonna
down
be
because I
happening.
don't live in Florida. So hold it down, Hayes.
We're gonna
No,
figure
hey,
out
look,
something.
we're gonna have you on live right now. We're gonna have you on the stream.
We're gonna be on the speakerphone.
You're
Like,
international
hey.
anyway.
Right?
National correspondent.
No.
International correspondent.
We'll figure it out. But yeah. So hey, I'm gonna leave it at that because that's the biggest thing that we got going on. So make sure that y'all are touching base with us and with all the links and everything like that for the big truck give back. Like you said, it's gonna be on the 9th. And you know, I normally do, you know, of course, those out there may be feeling this also the holiday time. You know, National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Make sure y'all hit that up as well. If anything, are you going through things and things like that for the holidays? I know it can be stressful for those that may have lost somebody and things of that nature, but make sure you hit that up. If friends, family, colleagues, or support just isn't kicking it for you or making it work out for you, hit that lifeline at 800-273-TALK, 800-273-8255. So, you know, come out there to the big truck give back, get the holiday spirits. Make sure you be a Santa. Don't be a Grinch. We about to be out here doing good things for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we really appreciate everybody out there. Make sure that you go hit the YouTube, hit that subscribe, hit
YouTube
that
it up.
notification bell. Request a friend, do a friend request for Mick Ketchup Podcast on Facebook.
We
You know what I'm saying?
everywhere.
Follow us on that Insta.
Everywhere.
Make sure you hit us on the tickety talks. We gonna do TikToks where they got the vines and all that. You know, we do all that. And we gonna
Vines?
create.
Don't do vines no more.
We gonna create.
Don't do vines no more. Don't do vines
They,
no more.
they just videos,
Short.
right? And they
Short
They
for the
videos.
do
vibe.
shorts. They call it shorts.
I ain't
They
gonna
do
do it.
shorts.
I ain't
And
gonna do
TikTok.
it.
Tickety toots. I don't know.
Are
You
we
know what I'm saying?
on? Are we on? What's the yellow one
Where
called?
we on Reddit? We gonna get a
Snapchat.
Reddit. We need
Not
a
Reddit.
Snapchat. We need
Snapchat. That's the
we
name of
need
it. Snapchat.
I mean, you know,
I don't think
whatever. We ain't on that. I don't think we on that
we
one.
on
But
LinkedIn. We about to be on LinkedIn.
yeah, we about to, you know, if you want to work for
Shut
Mick Ketchup, if you
up.
want to work for Mick Ketchup Podcast, you can
Yeah,
For free.
go to LinkedIn.
put your resume.
Yeah. I'm doing interviews.
You want to volunteer? If you
Yeah.
mean
There you
if you
go,
want to
volunteer.
volunteer,
You want to
Yeah,
volunteer
we
for
double your
Mick
salary.
Ketchup
We double
there
your
Podcast?
you
salary
go.
every year.
There you
Yeah,
go.
We do
yeah. You want to,
double your salary every year.
yeah, lend your skills. You know what I'm saying? To the Mick Ketchup Podcast, we would greatly appreciate it. So we love y'all once again. It's been great. You know, Mick Ketchup Podcast, the nasty one, number 69.
Okay, stop it.
Yes.
You like
I
the
like
pause? The pause was
Yeah.
good. That's what you gotta
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
them.
The
You know
yeah.
what I'm
pause go. The pause make you go. What you mean?
Yeah.
What happened?
So it's episode 69. We really appreciate y'all hanging out with us, kicking it with us for another wonderful episode. We about to be up out of here. Love y'all guys and see y'all next week.
What's up?